Greetings, salutations, and other good wishes in the new year. The time almost of hibernation, of holidays, of pulling back. I'm not personally driven by the instant, immediate, and always commenting. It's not me. Here today, it is the commemoration, the acknowledgement of the news, the good news from the Great North, that Justin Trudeau has said he will resign as Prime Minister of Canada and party leader of his party. He's been Prime Minister for 9 years. His resignation comes 9 years too late. But today is today. Live through it, can't go back and change it. We, the freedom-loving people of the world, salute those in Trudeau's party who finally said enough. For whatever reason, they said enough. We stand in silent support. I'm not silent, but of course, I have no say. Support of the Canucks, who value their freedoms, their rights, their Charter of Rights that Trudeau ignored when it worked for him. We recognize that Trudeau's machinations mean that instead of an election happening because the government fell, instead of the election happening in March, this is January, instead the election will not happen till October. And the Canadian people will not have the chance to exercise their voice to vote out the liberal, non-liberal, the Trudeau authoritarian, totalitarian party. We know how much damage those who have power can do to the country and the society in the lame duck time. We're seeing that in the US now. So it is a step, it is a big one. We are glad for it, we encourage it, we clap for it, we applaud Canada, and we hope that Canada Canucks will actually assert themselves in their nice Canadian way, assert themselves to say, we value our individual liberties and freedoms. And we can disagree with the government. We can criticize the government without being shut down. Today, January 6th, the commemoration of something, the day when Canada finally heard of the end of Trudeau. That's it. We're watching, we're waiting, we know this stuff's going on, but we, meaning this, yours truly specifically, is not looking for miracles, is not looking for things to go smoothly or well. The people who are in power, you hear it even in CNN and MSNBC, they're still manipulating. They're still manipulating. Joe, what's his face from the morning show, who in the spring of 2024 was declaring that Joe Biden was completely mentally capable and competent. Absolute gaslighting. That schmuck is still on the air. So we know that they still have power. They're still in positions. I mean, the racist Joy Reid is still on the air on MSNBC. Al Sharpton, give me a grift and I'll take some money, is still on the air. He has not owned up to, apologized for his work, his mouth in the Tawana Brawley's scam, but also 20 years later in the Duke Lacrosse scam. He's never owned up to that, even though the woman who committed it said she was lying. Oh, by the way, the woman who committed it apparently has been convicted of, was it murder or attempted murder? Al Sharpton, this is who you are with. Come on, man. Have 1 degree, 1 ounce, 1 milliliter of integrity. Supposed to be irreverent. Before you actually go before the pearly gates, why don't you just start doing some confessing right here about what you did to people who were not guilty, they were innocent, and you did it. They were white, so you used them. You did it for your own gain. Well, that's my view. Prove me wrong. Tell me wrong. Why did you do it, Al? Why did you do it, Al? Why did you do it, Al? Lost all your integrity. Was it worth it? Son of Liberty 2020, mliberty2020 @gmail.com. The times, they're not over. They're not good. Let us see where the next months will lead us. We at least now have possibilities. Let us see if enough of those who voted for Kamala, there's nothing there, Harris, are now finally willing to recognize and acknowledge they only voted for her because she's a color and she's a woman and she's a Democrat. Come on, y'all. We need you to just fess up. Come on. It is good for the soul to confess. It's also good for the country when you say, yeah, we were off base there. We want strong, clear, honest, full of integrity parties. Different points of view. We want that. We need that. This is what democracy actually is. You all have been on this trip and it has been amplified since 2015 with your TDS. It is time for you to come back into being honest. Liberal progressive Democrats. I say it with all the possible respect I can give you, which what you have earned is this much. You have earned this much. Crawl back, but don't crawl back, walk back. Come on, open up, honest, be honest. I can say that I actually thought Obama was better than he was in 2008. I was glad Obama won because Obama was principled against the war in Iraq. I was glad for that. Only in 2010, Obama was the one who authorized the destruction of a regime in Libya. We shouldn't get involved. Obama was the one who said, got involved by words, but got involved in the Syrian issue and turmoil and political things going on with Assad. So I can say Obama talked the talk, he didn't walk the walk. And I was mistaken in believing in Obama for that kind of thing. I can say it, and if I can say it, well, no, actually, I'm quite good. I don't know a lot, and I know a lot of things that change my mind. I'm quite good at being able to recognize. If you can't recognize that you've made a mistake, or that you supported something wrong, or that someone didn't prove to turn out the way you thought, come on now. No one's perfect. Let's go. Let's rebuild this country. Let's rebuild it with people who are liberal, not liberal progressive. y'all need to go dig ditches because y'all are on your way to communism, and y'all are obsessed with racism, which you were perpetrating. Liberal to conservative. Let's go back to where we had legitimate ideas, legitimate discourse, and legitimate. Okay, that actually is a good point. Or okay, I'm glad that you got that through. Now let's tweak it to make it better for over here. Let's go back to that. Son of Liberty 2020, mliberty2020 at gmail.com. Little bit of a ramble, but it's cold, it's icy, snowy, wet. Why not? Let's ramble. Let's ramble. Come on. Comment below, talk, communicate, pass along, share. Let's go. Let's respect each other. Let's go.